And here's what I want to ask you. What is holding you back? What is the thing that's holding you back from going after your dreams and from finding meaningful work you love? Aren't you ready to wake up to the possibilities that are in your life and go after the things you've dreamt of? It's time for you to feel alive again, lit up, and for you to know that you're deserving and you are worthy for the future that's waiting for you. I want you to feel fulfilled and find abundance in your life. I think it's time, and I'm ready to help you get started. And I'm your host, Kristin, of Building a Life You Love. And each week on the show, we're going to help you figure out how you do go after your dreams and find work you love. Here we go. Let's get started. Hi, on today's Daily Encouragement episode, I want to talk about abundance and having a mindset that will bring us more abundance and that will let us see the possibilities in our lives, because it always starts with what we believe can happen to us, what we believe is available to us. So I want to talk about that, and then some things we can do to try to increase our abundance and go after more of what we want. So first up, I want to talk about why we need to have a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. And these concepts are from Carol Dweck's book called Mindset, and she's a Stanford psychologist, but she basically studies children, and she looks at children that believe intelligence can be developed over time. In other words, if we work hard, always we're able to overcome their challenges or in their academic challenges, versus kids that believed intelligence is already set, that it can't be changed, we can't get smarter, and we can't necessarily gain more intelligence. So how does that apply to us? Well, it applies to us because anything in life that we want to see improvements on, we have to nurture it and we have to grow it. So if you think about that, that's kind of like the growth mindset. We don't want to be stuck in one place. We want to grow. We want to move forward. We want to be open to new ideas and changes. So what can we do to encourage a growth mindset in ourselves? Well, we can make sure that we realize that the things we're doing, right? We're reading, we're listening to podcasts, we're listening or watching shows that, we learn something new, or we think of another perspective or a new way of doing things is going to help us grow and think differently than we did today or yesterday. And then also surrounding yourself with people that are creative problem solvers, surrounding yourself with people that are accomplishing new things, that are trying new things, starting new businesses. That will help stretch us and can help us grow and have a mindset that's more open to change and possibility. So that's the first thing we can do to improve abundance in our life. The next thing I want to talk about, if we want to have a great outlook on life, if we want to even live longer, there is research that came out of Yale and Miami that looked at people in midlife. And they found that those with the most positive beliefs actually lived, I think, 7 or 8 years longer than their peers later on in life. So once again, finding a way to be more positive, adding positivity to your life. So reading things that make you feel like in a happier, more positive state. Writing down the things each day that you say, what can I write down that happened in my day that was good, that was positive? Even if you had a tough day, even if you're in a hard season, there's usually something for us to be thankful for and to be positive about. So that's something that's actually both for your life, your long term, and for today will actually give you a better mindset, and it will also help you find abundance, because if we can be positive, we can also think about what are the possibilities? What could be possible for me? Not just where am I today? So that's another thing. The last thing is, if we're not thinking from an abundance mindset, we're really thinking from a scarcity mindset or mentality. And it was actually Stephen Covey who first talked about those two concepts in one of his books. But the idea is, abundance mindset is that the universe has plenty to offer, plenty to give. We can all be abundant. And whereas a scarcity mindset is thinking that if I have something or I get more, right, of a cake or money or whatever it might be, that the next person can't get the same or more as me, that there's a limited supply. And truly, that's not the case. We can all be successful. We can all accomplish more. And so I just want to encourage you to think about your life and about the possibilities in a way that lets you see that, you and the people around you can all accomplish what you're going after. It doesn't mean if one of you accomplishes it, then there's less left for the next person. So once again, in that way, it's just starting to be open to the fact that there's plenty to go around. Obviously, it takes work and it takes putting the effort forth, but there is abundance to be had in whatever area of our life that we're trying to build or grow abundance. And I would just leave you with these words. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. I think we do need to know what we want in order to define life on our terms. And we have to be willing to break the past scripts so that we can move into better and more beautiful and amazing things. And if you're ready to go after your dreams and define life on your terms, head on over to KristinFitch.com and download the free No Limits workbook to help you look at different ideas in front of you and how you might create, scale, and monetize those ideas, so you can start going after your dreams today. And if you enjoyed the show, we'd love it if you'd subscribe and leave us a review and rating on Apple Podcast or wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you have ideas for the show or guests that you'd like to recommend, I'd love to hear from you. So DM me on Instagram at Kristin Fitch, or you can email me from the website. Thanks so much. And thanks again for listening in. Until next time, have a great week.